Men are the problem.
Men.
Men leave.
Are men trash?
Men or a bear?
It's because a man done did something to her.
The bear's not gonna.
So men have been.
Men are the most horrible creatures.
What's up, guys? What's up? Check that, make it better. Maybe that'll make it better. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? All right, so I have for the next couple lives, I'm pretty much going to be just watching some podcasts, some other videos, because I've been wanting to check these videos out, so I figured let's do just a watch along, something a bit different. I think it will be, nice touch to the lives, just to make it a little bit different than my other videos that are on the channel. So, let's check it out. I've been wanting to check this out. Before, a couple of lives back, I watched the Cam Newton. He has a podcast, Funky Friday. I thought it was decent. I thought that was good, so I wanted to check another one out. This one is Corey Holcomb. I'm not good with names. But I've seen a lot of his stuff, and there's a lot of times I agree with him. So I figured let's check this one out. I think it will be fun to watch. Along. Yeah, I think it will be fun. So, let's get started. Let's check this out.
Then my next guest. He's an actor. He's a comedian. He's a radio host. And he also is a father. I'll present to some and introduce to others. Mr. Corey Holcomb.
Baby.
You're fly, ain't you?
Hey, I'm doing something different. This is colorful. It's something different.
What that is?
That's that thing. I got it. Hey, Westbrook. This Russell Westbrook.
Yo, Alvy.
Honor the gift.
Alvy, thank you for stopping by, bro.
Yeah. Y'all start giving me free shit.
Yeah. Oh, you paid for that?
Yeah, I bought it.
You should.
I patronize the brothers who out here doing things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I got it.
Yes, sir.
I ain't rich, but I got enough to go in the store and take care of what I got to take care of,
right.
Especially when a brother doing something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I'm gonna call Cap on something real quick.
What happened? Give it to me.
You buy Gucci?
No. You can't fuck like me.
Oh, be sure. If you want to watch the full video, you can go to Cam Newton's page. I'm going to, it's a 2.5 kind of a podcast. So I'll skim a lot. I want to watch what I want to watch. It's not I don't, watch every little thing. So let's just, please, you're watching this along with me, but for my kind of commentation on my word, my opinion. So
don't be getting mad later on, goddammit. Don't bring your girl around me either, because I know what's going to happen. Because I know who I am. That's what you got to do to people like that. So non-talented people got to get checked.
In that situation, you created the scenario. Do they go first or do they go last?
Well, it doesn't matter when they go. They're not going to be able to do what you do. And that's what you got to remember. If you're the talented person, you're vulnerable to the person who's not talented. The person who's not talented is going to hold you back because they know they can't keep up with you. I'm talking to all of the people who come with talent. If you come with some type of talent, understand the people around you, if they're not on your level, they have to be checked and put in their level.
Okay. So I see what type of time you're on.
That it.
But let me reel it back.
Okay.
Real quick. Corey, where you from?
I'm Chicago.
Okay. The real Shot Town. Like, are you talking about Shot Rack, Shot Town?
I grew up around all them 7 folks. What up, y'all? Y'all good?
So when did we understand that? Oh, I'm the funny nigga. And now understand this. There's a lot of things in our culture that, being a funny nigga comes with his perks of like, oh yeah, that's cool, that's the funny nigga. But also it's like, when you're serious, it's like, man, nigga, relax. You the jokester, nigga. Mm-hmm. So how have you been able to balance that growing up in Chicago?
You can't balance it. You just have to, your work you put in is going to determine who you are. I crack jokes, but I also say a lot of things that people can build off of. All of the time, people walk up to me and be like, man, you know what, I was going through it with my girl, but after what you said, man, I get it. It ain't nothing. It's just a thing. It happens. You get what I'm saying? So through time, I've put in enough work where even though I am a stand-up comedian primarily, I'm also a preacher. I do things to give people the light without the Bible in my hand. So that's the difference between me and the average preacher. The average preacher walks around holding the Bible. I make quotes that are Bible-like that I didn't even read out the Bible because I didn't read the Bible all the way through, but I did listen to it on audio. I don't know if that is that the same thing if you listen to the audio? If you
what version?
Whatever version was on that audio. It started out with Adam and Eve. Eve, you a funky bitch. We living in sin because of your ass. God damn it. This from the forbidden tree ass.
This ain't blasphemy.
What is blasphemy? What that mean? I heard of it before. I just want to make sure I know what it means.
Okay, so when you take quotes out of the Bible and you turn it in a way that it wasn't intended for it to kind of be.
So how was it intended? I said that I'm throwing it back at you. Yeah. The Bible is intended for people to read it. Now, my interpretation of the Bible, how can it be wrong? The first lie ever told was when the devil lied to Eve when she was out there in the forest without her man. He was like, hey, come here, bitch, you ever ate from this tree right here? Eve was like, no, we ain't supposed to eat that. And then the devil was like, let's eat but then after she ate the apple, she got Adam to eat the apple, and then God kicked him out the garden. This is what happens when your bitch is out there by herself. If your woman is in the street by herself, she is in danger. The devil is going to get to her, make up the stuff she wouldn't have did if you was with her. If you was with her, the devil would have been like, y'all want this? You'll be like, hey, man, don't that bullshit, man. But if your woman in the street without you, the devil can get to her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is my interpretation of the Bible. That's why God kicked them out the garden, because they ate from the forbidden tree. God was like, ah, damn, Adam, how you let the bitch eat the apple? You know, Adam was like, you gave me the bitch, what am I supposed to do with it? So
yo, I love this guy. I mean, like, I've seen him from time to time, and a lot of times, at least the things I've seen from him, he made good points, and he's funny as shit.
We're bad. We started living in sin. We didn't start dying until Eve and Adam both. They ate from the forbidden tree. He was listening to his bitch. You ain't supposed to listen to your bitch extensively. You're supposed to love your woman, but if you talk too much, you got to cut her off. Every time my woman talking to me, if she say more than 10 words at a time, I'll be, just wait. God damn it, you're talking to me. You don't get me to listen to you. I don't need to listen to you. You throw me a text or something like that, you know what I'm saying? And I'll read it at my will. That's how it's supposed to go. I ain't supposed to have a long conversation with your woman. I know this sounds like it's crazy because you're younger than me, Cam. You're younger than me. I don't know how much you got about it.
See, for me, I don't judge.
You don't judge?
No.
Oh, okay, that's cool then.
No. So everything that you got going on, it's my job to ask you the questions. Your job to re-up. You can ask me questions too, and we just gonna have a funky ass conversation.
Like I said upstairs when we was first talking, I think you try to be a gentleman. I really think I think you go out your way to be a gentleman. This is what I think. I can't say it's a fact, but I think you try to be a gentleman. Do you know in this world that we live in now, that's going to be held against you because you conduct yourself as a gentleman? People will talk to you like you stupid. Because I ain't gonna lie, I know we're gonna get to the shit, but I saw a heifer.
I see where you going.
He judged.
I said, no, I'm just trying to. I'm saying, we driving together. We're gonna get to Dr. Bryant.
You driving. I'm following you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I can't let you speed.
Okay.
Because it's a speed limit here.
Okay, cool.
You dig what I'm saying?
We'll save it for later.
What I'm trying to ask you, you've made a joke about abortion.
Of course.
You made a joke about the Bible.
Yes. Well, it wasn't a joke.
Okay.
These are facts.
Which is that is subjective to how you think.
No, these are facts. Bitches kill kids. Ain't no doubt about it.
Okay.
Bitches kill kids.
Cool.
Is that a fact? I'm asking.
I think it's a collective.
That's that gentleman bullshit.
That's just a fact.
Bitches kill kids.
It's a fact. So my question to you is: freedom of speech dead in comedy, or should it just be something where the get out of jail free card was, bro, it's a joke, bro, like shit.
I think some people take advantage of that, but freedom of speech in comedy is going to go down with people like me who don't care about being blackballed, cancel culture, all that shit don't bother me. Hollywood's scared of me. And I believe Hollywood is scared of me because you got an alpha right here who might speak his mind. And if you speak your mind in Hollywood, they're going to get rid of you. Hollywood, you have to be controlled by the weak. The weak control Hollywood. And people who not really talented. The people who not really talented control Hollywood. They control the record industry. They basically run everything. The talented people are the people who don't make no money, but they create everything. In the end, you up out of here broke because you are one of the people who create. The creators don't really get money. So you're the mule. Well put, bro. You're the mule. All the people who making money off the creativity that's going on in the world are the motherfuckers who not created. So when I get to Hollywood, I try to be as nice as I can because I'm really a nice guy. I think I consider myself a nice guy, but they see the potential in me to say what they don't expect people in Hollywood to have the guts to say. So I'm an outcast Hollywood wise, but the streets chose me. That's why I'm able to do what I want to do, shop where I want to shop, because the streets chose me. I love the streets. What's up, y'all?
But as you're giving this surface level kind of, or an abbreviation of what you've experienced Hollywood to be, is there any tangible examples that you can say, hey, I'm gonna tell you a motherfucker who's extremely talented. He ain't getting paid what he's supposed to get paid, but Hollywood is using this motherfucker to buy their bond. That's everybody. Like this, because I'm trying to weave through. I'm in this position to really kind of identify. I understand what you said. There's obviously certain truth to what's being said, but not knowing to your story may be different than my story or experience, so to speak.
Cam, I gotta tell you something, bro. What you saying now? This is what I think. You are programmed to think, let's make peace. But there is really no peace. It's people stepping on your motherfucking head and giving you scraps. Even though I'm sure when you played, you made some money. But it was scraps versus what you should have made. You should have had stock in the team and that little pussy.
Yo, Cersei's, thank you for stopping by, bro.
Yeah. And I love my people out there in Charlotte. The real motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying, the stadiums and things get filled up by people like you, people like Jordan. I'm talking about the people that stand out talent. But you don't get the amount of money you deserve. You're selling these joints out. You should have stock in teams, if you get what I'm saying. The reason I'm bringing that up is to let you know, I'm not exaggerating at all. We don't get what we're supposed to get because we are basically in chains. We're in ball and chains right now. But they give a couple of us a couple of dollars so we can shine and make people think there's something out there. But there's nothing out there. We ain't got shit. They killing us in all kinds of ways. They're putting crazy shit in the food now. Ain't nobody even checking them because we just live it out, live our time out, get cancer.
Santino, thank you for stopping by, bro. Yeah, that's why I've the few times I've watched Corey, he does have the very red pill mindset. But this is the thing. I've always believed that the red pill mindset is nothing new. It's just if you are enlightened, you're there. If you are enlightened, you're there.
Something later on to die. So is there any type of,
I think if you are a logical man, more than likely your logic will hit red pill areas. Because honestly, at the basis of the whole manosphere red pill, it's just men being logical. Plain and simple. Men being logical. That is the antithesis of the red pill. It's not about hating on women. It's not about, being misogynist, all this stuff. No, it's about, looking at the world in a logical lens, and more in the sense that we're the men and women dynamic. And that's why a lot of times, yes, Corey is funny, but a lot of times he make very logical sense. So that's why he hits on a very red pill-esque kind of connotation.
blockage to common, in your opinion? Or should it be a free world of both? In any type of creative process, I can talk about anything and should
do is go broke trying to help some of them. You know what I'm saying? So when you say negotiate, we don't have the power to negotiate. We're allotted a certain amount of money, and you won't be making sense not to take it. Especially what you say when they play quarterback.
For sure. But even to this point where you're explaining survivor's guilt or survivor's remorse. Shout out to LeBron. But what are we to do? Not work with the white man? Not work at Hollywood as a whole? Because there's a delusion here as a black man who is pro-black. Like in the famous words of Issa Rae, I'm going for anybody that's black. Straight up.
I believe you.
But when you speak on certain things in regards to black people look at it like, yo, bro, how dare you talk about black people?
Let me say this, right? You hear this a lot. Pro-black, all this stuff. Maybe I will get some detractors. I'm pro-human. I'm pro-good human. And on this channel, I'm pro-good men. I am pro-good men. This is the thing where I kind of hate this divide, right? I love black people. Black friends. I have mostly black friends. I've dated mostly black women. I love black people. But this is the thing where what I hate about our society now is that we're so divided. We're so divided. And I really wish that we have more of a unity. And that's the thing where, yes, in this little small space, I want to create a unity of men, a unity of good men. That's my train of thought. And it's cool about being pro-black, pro-white, pro-Asian, whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't think race is that good enough of a distinction, in my opinion. So
I use my platform to entertain, to inform, to impact. Also,
Santino, I definitely agree. I think because this is the thing. This is my thing about race. A baby mama that a black guy is understanding. An Asian guy would understand too. Baby mama issues, child support issues, divorce issues. It's not that like the drama of a baby mama. You could be a white guy, Asian guy, black guy. We've all experienced those kind of dramas. That's why I think it's the better difference is men and women. But between races, I think that's divide so that I think when you do race, it's a divide so you could do social. And I'm not really into that.
as far as inform and impact, under that should be accountability. I'm going to hold you accountable. So whether it's right, wrong, and different, I do believe in accountability on all fronts, not just a black on black thing or a black and white thing. I'll speak on the truth in my vantage point, from my vantage point. And that doesn't necessarily mean that it's not opinionated or it's not subjective.
So for me, my neighborhood, it's kind of a mix of all three. I live in a pretty diverse neighborhood. There is a mix of black businesses. Maybe this is stereotypical, right? Black hair salons, Hispanic corner stores. It's so God coming out of my mouth. It's so stereotypical, but yeah, I hate saying it.
But I owe a service to my audience to speak on things. So when you're saying pro-black, that don't mean you can't speak on black situations.
Of course. Listen, man. One day, there was a time in my life where I felt lonely. Like, damn, nobody understand me. Nobody see what I see. And then one day I listened to the Minister Farrakhan, just one of his tapes. And it was the first time in my life I ever said, wow, somebody thinks like I think. Somebody sees what I see. So when I say the stuff I say, it's never to say you can't do business with somebody white, Asian, Hispanic, black, whatever. You have to pick your battles. But I'm saying the reason we speak this stuff into existence, the reason I say this stuff on your great platform, because a lot of people watch it, is so maybe somebody can listen to it and realize you're not crazy, because they don't have this type of conversation on platforms that are ran by Hollywood. But it's not just Hollywood. We're talking about there are people who I call human haters. They don't like humanity. I got that word from Chuck D, human haters. They don't like humanity. So even if you say something that might help the people, they weed you out and get rid of you. But see, we can say that on this platform as long as it is being allowed to be played. You get what I'm saying? That's why we're saying it. We're saving people just by making them realize, no, you're not crazy. What you see is really happening, because in this world, like if you tune in to ESPN, for example, I just don't believe Stephen A. Smith is going to say nothing in reality. He has to say what will make his boss happy. See, here's a platform where we don't have to say what will make the boss happy. The boss being you can, because your heart is in the right place in this situation. So you're not really stopping me from speaking freely. But I cannot speak like this on a program like ESPN. That's why I've never been on ESPN.
Whoa. Hey, while I have you guys' attention, all college football fans, I need you to down.
He rich, but he broke. You rich, but you broke. Let me tell you why, brother. Because you know most of the stuff you say is what your boss wants you to say. They used to have a difficult way of getting that out there with certain reporters. But when they got us saying the dirt, when they got us talking about each other, This is how they get away with it. And if you ask me, Stephen A. leads the charge of us talking about us. That's just my opinion.
Okay, how do you draw the line between, in your world of comedy, being authentic to messaging? So I'm saying, like, how do you navigate between authentic and potentially offending people with what you do?
When you're talking to the people, man, when you've been doing it as long as I have, you don't rely on your routine no more. When I go up there, I got some routine I do. Yeah, because people really want, there are jokes. People be like, Corey, man, I really wanted you to say the one. So I give them some routine. But I talk to the people from the heart because I've perfected it because I've been doing this a long time. And I really am one of the people who is, in my opinion, I'm doing what I was chosen to do. So I can come from the heart and talk to the people and it be strong like the routine.
You've been doing this, you said 30 plus years.
30 plus years.
When you see the social media comedy in this realm, are you a part of it? Do you fuck with it? Or is it something that is like, that ain't real comedy?
When it comes to the social media comedy, I will say this. It doesn't always work when you're standing on a stage live in front of people who paid their money to park, babysitters and everything, and they're ready for you to come with it. You can't perpetrate it. Online, you can think of something for a second and then just type it in. But when you're out here in front of the people, which is really, it's interfering with the culture of this game. People now are paying their money hoping to show good when they go see the famous person from the internet. You get what I'm saying? But like I say, there was a time when talent scouts used to go out and recruit the best talent. So,
but that girl on OnlyFans or that person that we've seen as a sexual entity or a sexual vixen, when she becomes a DJ, when she becomes a comic, when she becomes a sex symbol at a higher wave, it's not respected.
Well, if you out here just busting down for the game, it's not respectable, Cam. If you're a girl and your whole thing, you know what I'm saying, I'm doing this, I don't really want to watch you right now because what you're doing is something that I feel like it's a form of desperation. Does that make sense to you? I'm trying to make sure I explain it in a way where it's straight up.
It makes a lot of sense, but I do think your thinking is a little skewed.
How?
Okay.
Because I want to see the sister bust down?
No, because one of the most impactful females in the world, when the world first came to know who she is, was because of a sexual act.
Trust me, I get that. The woman I love the most used to do some strange things. She used to do some strange things. But she's evolved into something. So I get what you're saying. But I
know. I'm talking about Kim Kardashian. Who are you talking about?
There's a lot of girls I know who used to bust down when they were younger.
We don't keep it funky or we don't keep it funky?
I'm saying, like, the reason I won't put their name out there because it'll drive drama to them and they're not living that lifestyle now.
But this is how you can still make it make sense. I'm not trying to be messy. I'm not trying to be.
No, I don't think you're trying to make it messy at all. I'm just trying to.
I'm trying to add to the context because I don't want people to be assuming, like, oh, that motherfucker.
Do you think Kim Kardashian, we said her name, that's why I'm using it. Do you think she's different now than who she was maybe 5 years ago when she was jumping from guy to guy?
At this particular point, we're talking about 15 years ago. Because 5 years ago, she was married. If my
That don't mean nothing. She belonged to the game.
Yeah.
I remember when she was on that Tom Brady roast. I was like, well, I can't believe they didn't let her have it. I'd be like, they ain't even have to run out no big venue like that. Everybody could have sat that big ass monkey between her legs.
But she's literally, or her mother, has profoundly used that to catapult their whole family's.
You're absolutely right.
So something has to be said that, okay, Kim K, we know how we first came to understand who she is. But what she's been able to do since then has been nothing less than something that needs to be studied.
Here's the thing I want to say about this whole the wave of, you know, Kim Kardashian, you see the influencers, all this shit, right? The wave of these influencers, these OF models, these reality stars, I hate them. These women, even these men or these influencers, they are making money. They are gaining clout, fame, whatever, creating an empire off of being the worst of humanity. So let's say Kim Kardashian, she gained clout, fame, money off of sexualizing her body, off of a sex tape. So being sexual and showing it off to the world, what is that? That's not talent. That's not talent. That's nothing. It's just you being a regular person, you being a human being, having sex, and now you got famous off of it. Yes, you're decent looking, you're good looking, but literally you are using your image, your body as an object to get fame. just like people use the worst of humanities, being ghetto, being like ratchet, just like having fights or doing drama, being like doing dramatic, like the Big Brother shit, because you think Survivor, all these reality shows, when it gets ratings, it's like you're seeing people fighting each other, people backstabbing each other. It's like you're just showing the worst of humanity, and that's how you become famous. And that's how you get your clout. That's how you get your money. That's how you get your empire. I think those are just bottom of the barrel people. Yeah, I do admit they are tools. They're definitely tools to, I think, numb the brains of average citizens, right? You have, what is it, those that thing on BET? What is it? Those God, I forgot what it is, like Bad Bitch or something, Bad Bitch Academy, whatever. You see black women, like rappers or whatever. They are so, like, seriously, this is what you want to represent of your community. This is what you want to show off. Yeah. I just look at Jerry Springer's, back in the day. It's like, this is what you are trying to show the world. The low, going to stereotypes, how the lowness of humanity. I'm never a fan of it.
In a way where, call it what you want. I'm the one that's gonna give her flowers because she's a media juggernaut.
But what did she do? Do you know who her mother is, first of all?
For sure.
Okay, so.
And so it was who gets the credit, the mother or her?
The mother. She turned people that are talentless into everyday names because of her plug in the industry. Okay. Have you seen some of the people this lady was around? I'm talking about in the 90s. I'm talking about Kim Kardashian mom. She plugged.
Christian.
All of them. OJ. I mean, the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? It's like this lady is connected in the industry. So yeah, it's not nothing to hold up as beautiful. It's just, this is what they had to do to get that paper. They had to do dirt to get the paper.
But that's the game, though. So my thing is, my take from this is she's evolved, right? No different than T.I. has evolved. Rapping, similar to athletics, is a young man's sport. Would you agree?
Yes.
So
how do you compare him to Kim? I don't understand. That's what
the comparison is evolving. So we've known Kim to be a sexual beauty. We've known T.I. to be a rapper. T.I. has morphed, or he has evolved in expanding into comedy. Now that sexual beauty is now one of the most influential females on this planet and is a business mogul.
Maybe it's something I don't know what's going on right now. You're telling me the girl who was on the tape with Ray J with the flat ass, and then all of a sudden her ass started popping, which her mother orchestrated. Her mom probably saw the tape. We got to get you an ass, bitch. But you're telling me she's a mogul in some way?
No, she is. Let's put the jokes aside. I'm not
asking you to give it to me. Show me how she's the mogul.
Definitely a media mogul by her involvement in just fashion. She's now trying to use her platform for good to dabble into prison reform, as well as representation of certain people who she may have felt got their wrong due. And I think a lot of times people see one side but not acknowledge it when it's another side too. So that's the comparison. I'm not trying to compare T.I. to Kim Kardashian. What I am saying is you have two people that started as one thing, or people knew them as one thing. They've evolved into something else. And in one case, we accepted in T.I., and in another case, it's like, oh, well, she's still the chick that had the sex tape. But no, she's not that no more. Not to say that she's not having sex. I'm saying she has been able to leverage that as a situation as we once knew her at.
Santino, I do think we have a toxic culture. I do think we have a toxic culture that our entertainment is such a driving force. It's such a driving force. We love drama. We love all that stuff. So yeah. Oh, and 50 Cent has he did a turnaround. That man is a turnaround story.
It's this. She's not that no more.
T.I. was a talented platinum rapper. Do we disagree?
No.
He came with talent. This bitch bust down for the game. And because of her connections with her mama, they're able to stay relevant. What is Kim Kardashian finna do that's talented? Everything they doing is a play. I'm saying she's trying to get into politics and stuff like that because they're trying to stay relevant and keep that name in the air. But I don't see no talent from Kim Kardashian, but
I've never seen talent from Kim Kardashian. I think Kim is being idiotic. She's using her power, yes. She's using her clout, her fame, but she's continuing to use it. That's why I say Kim Kardashian is a representation of how our culture is toxic. We give fame, we give clout to such low morality people. People didn't have to even struggle through life. She was already rich as a child. She had a silver spoon already as a child. Okay, she was already, her family was already wealthy as a child. T.I., he had to go through the trenches to even get to his rapper status. And now, yes, he evolved, but his stage is constantly evolving. Kim Kardashian was rich, became more rich, and just stayed rich. That's it. And now she's just using her clout to do whatever she wants. T.I. came from the trenches, became somebody, and now he's evolving. Like, it's different, worlds apart. And I hate people who even think Kim Kardashian is anybody. She's scum. She's part of our toxic community, our idolizing of these whack-ass idols.
Maybe she's talented in bed or something. I don't know, but I'm just saying, what has she done where you'll be like, oh, here's Kim Kardashian, let me watch her.
Okay, so
She's forced upon us because of connection.
This is my last thing about this. It's either one or the other. Who has more influence? T.I., who has talent, or Kim Kardashian?
I'm gonna answer that honestly.
Yes.
People like
No.
me.
You
want me to say what you want me to say?
No, I don't want. I want you to answer the question.
I was just gonna answer the question.
But don't go into this and that. Just say the answer and then explain the answer.
Okay, I'm gonna just go straight to it.
Yes, sir.
Every time Kim Kardashian is on the TV, I change that motherfucker. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, oh, that hoe is right there. I change that. I don't know what you're talking about. So if she's doing something influential nowadays, I'm missing it because I'll be like, oh, that's the hoe right there. So that might be me. But that puts it out there in the game. Boy, I'm in the jail. I don't care what she is. I'm just saying. Do you know her and her mama do the same thing?
But you're not answering the question.
Okay, what question did I answer?
Who has more influence, T.I. or Kim Kardashian?
T.I. got more influence to me. That's all I'm saying. I would listen to him if he talked.
I'll answer, right? Yes, the insanity. Kim. In the sphere of influence, yes, Kim has more name value. Because she also, this is, and that's part of the toxicity of our culture. A woman like that has more influence than a man like T.I. I'm not saying that T.I. should have more, but Kim Kardashian had more influence than a lot of people. So that's the insanity of it.
If Miss Kardashian was talking, I'd be like, bitch, how much you get that pussy? That's all I need to know right now. Listen, what you talking about, bitch?
As a native of Atlanta, I have the utmost respect for T.I. So do I have the utmost respect for Kim Kardashian.
On the same level?
In this situation, when you're asking a question, who has more influence, I would have to say Kim Kardashian has more influence than T.I.
That's unfortunate.
But we're talking not personally. I'm talking about just
Santino, thank you for being here. I love that you guys are even stopping by and watching along with me. I love this.
global presence.
I'm not saying it personally either. Okay. If Kim Kardashian, if it is a fact.
James, thank you for stopping by, bro. Here's my thought. He said black people don't eat at black-owned restaurants. I was thinking about that. It's like, but correct me if I'm wrong, but in my view, isn't it that most black people or the people that don't do that is that they already have that kind of food at home? Because in my opinion, I don't think many Asian people often eat at Asian place restaurants. I don't know. Maybe I don't really do it because if I wanted to eat Asian food, I'd rather go to my mom's house, you know. But you know, I mean, I do think that we should support, you know, the people that we care about the most. I definitely think that.
That Kim Kardashian has more influence than a man who sold millions of albums of what he said. That's a goddamn shame. Kim Kardashian ain't talking about shit. This bitch is hustling. Everything she do is a calculated move that is allowed. Please let me say that sentence one more time. Everything Kim Kardashian does is a calculated move that is allowed. So if you're listening to her, you're being misled. She has not proven herself to be anything that is moral and stand up. Well, you can be like, here go Kim, let's see what she's talking about. People who watch her are unfortunately the young that are influenced by that lifestyle. It's a tragedy that she has relevance in anybody's eyes. I'm saying, like, what has she done to earn the respect to have more influence than somebody who sold millions of albums of what he's saying? Kim Kardashian.
Santino, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for before you go to bed. Thank you for stopping by. And yeah, Tribe. I get that. I'm more thinking about the whole corner store Chinese food. I'm not thinking about necessary. I would say here, like if I go to a Chinatown, yeah, those Chinese restaurants, I agree. You always see a bunch of Asian people. I was thinking more about like corner store Asian, you know, Asian Chinese food. But yes, I do agree. But I always think that that's the proximity. I don't know. I lived in a few black neighborhoods, and I still kind of do. But I don't see black-owned restaurants in those neighborhoods. I don't know. I mean, just an observation. Yo, bro, thank you for subbing. Thank you for stopping by, bro.
And having influence is a perfect example of why this world ain't shit. Especially in this Western world, it ain't shit. We listen. What the fuck is you listening to Kim Kardashian talking about?
No. See, this is, and I got to stay here for a second because I think this.
Now, here's the thing. I always think that it's the problem where it's the palate. I do agree that you're not going to see Chinese people in black-owned restaurants, but that's usually a palate. I think black people have a wider range palate than other races. They would try a lot of different things. Now, Asian people, I don't think they would. They're that often trying different things. Now, I love some black fried chicken or like some mac and cheese from the people I've known. So, but I don't go out and eat anyway, so I'm not really knowing that much about that.
Conversation needs to be had. Kim Kardashian is responsible for impacting the look.
Out there. If you change your body into something like that, I promise you, in the eyes of everybody that count male, you just a fuck toy. You ain't nothing that nobody's finna hold up. Learn how to perfect what God gave you because it looks better that way than to walk around with all this nonsense going on with you. Because I'm telling you now, I just don't know. I just don't know a lot of girls who did that who are truly happy because I see them when I'm through with them. They don't want their wig to come off. They don't want this to be seen and all like that. It's Kim Kardashian and her family have negatively impacted so many women in this world. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And you would never hear this on ESPN, but that's how they want you to look. They want you to look like a goddamn fool with all that shit on you where you just don't look right. You look like something that's put together to be fucked instead of something that's put together to be cuffed and loved and be with forever. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, Kim, I get what you're saying. Her impact, you can't deny it, but it's a negative impact. And somebody got to say it. Them bitches ain't shit.
Now, I get your viewpoint. Tribe said that's why blacks have to stick together to the point they were making earlier, Nobody but black people spend money in black-owned places. Here's my criticism. That is the mindset that makes black-owned places only for black-owned black people. You have businesses that doesn't cater to the masses. You have businesses, and agree with me or not. When you have a business that doesn't cater to the masses, that doesn't like have a way to Terminator, thank you bros, thank you for stopping by. A way to include others. I think that is how you will fail, or not necessarily fail, but that's how you won't reach a larger audience, in my opinion. Now, that's the thing where I think truly big black-owned businesses, their target audience isn't a particular demographic, isn't a particular race. That's why I think that's where we should destroy the barriers, destroy the separation, where we're catering to a particular race, because then you're missing out on more profits, in my opinion. That's how I see, if you want to go by the capitalistic route, that's how you go about it. Let's say this, a brand let's say hypothetically a makeup brand that only caters to, let's say, only the black women. You just missed out millions, maybe billions of, white consumers, Asian consumers, all these other consumers. And I think that's a detriment when that's your focus. You see restaurants, okay? Restaurants that say, oh, I want to cook this one type of thing. Well, they will only get people that like that one type of thing. That's the thing. Now, for me, let's say this, the whole black-owned restaurant thing, I'm not a fan of collard greens. I'm not a fan of certain things, right? Certain, when I went to my friend's house, black friend, they were eating seafood, like really like crabs and all that stuff. I don't like seafood. So that's really that will steer me away. So it's not necessarily because it's, because it's not my cup of tea. That's what we always think about. That's part of the marketing strategy. You got to think about how do you cater to a larger audience. I think, and for me, this is how I go about it, where I say my audience, I'm not saying it's black men, I'm not saying it's Asian men, I'm not saying it's white men, I'm saying it's men. Because I don't want to say, I'd rather us all men stick together, or good men. All of us good men stick together, have a community where we're not seeing color. We're not caring about color. We are, we go through divorces, child supports, breakups, all these things, all the same. We all experience the same shit. That's the thing where that's what unites us.
I'm just getting there. I might not be liked by a lot of people for what I'm saying right now, but the people that count, they're going to be like, he making a point.
I'm rebellious, so I have to ask another question.
Give it to me.
You've never fucked nobody with a BBL?
Yes, I have fucked a girl with a BBL.
Okay, so I'm giving you this from the narrative of.
I've never. Have you guys had sex with a girl with a BBL? Please tell me. Is that different? How's that? I'm living vicariously. You tell me. I don't know. Is it anything different between a girl that doesn't have one, or besides for the looks, how does it feel?
What I've seen from Dr. Umar, right? He said in large part, women are getting these additives to their body. I'm paraphrasing here, because that's what men want. So on one front, you're saying being natural, work with what you got. That's cool. But when a woman sees what a man wants, that's the.
Totally. I will always respectfully, I will always go about things respectfully. We do not have to agree. I please don't agree with me on like 100% of things. Don't. If you do, great. If you don't, I'm perfectly supporting it. I want us all to have respectful dialogues, because I will respect you guys. Hopefully you respect me in the same light. I really do, because you guys are what is pushing me. You guys make me who I am today, right? You guys made this channel what it is today. Your support is immense to me. I will never downgrade a person who wants to speak his mind, who has feelings, because here's the thing I want us to all know. Men deserve to have their opinions heard. Good men deserve to have their opinions heard, deserve to have their feelings expressed. You deserve it. I'm tired of years, decades of men having to stay quiet because society wants to shut men up. I'm tired of that shit.
Look that they're going to get. So they're just trying to be sought or sought after by a man, because if you want a fat ass, if you want perky breasts, if you want, good teeth or certain things that looks good or that's satisfying to you, they're going to get it. And that's not a natural look, or they don't have the time, discipline, or effort to get it naturally. So they want instant gratification. So how do you get mad at a woman for wanting that, but that's something that you are also attracted to?
Well, I'm not.
So what Cam just said with the BBL shit, how would you get mad at it is that you don't understand the reality of it. This is a thing where I find it stupid. Women say, oh, I get the BBL because, men want it. Do you understand what men want? Men want to have sex with it. But men will have sex with a woman that doesn't have one. Men will have sex with women between the zeros to the tens. Men don't care. This is the thing where women don't understand. Looking good is great. If you look good, that's amazing. He will want to have sex with you. But looking good does not mean that he will want to have a long-term relationship with you. That is the insanity. That's the foolishness of a lot of women. Great. You get a man to sexually desire you. Awesome. These BBLs, these, doing shit to your bodies, fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake nails, shit, fine. You look good. Great. But do you understand that you are only surface level? When you look good, what does that entail? You sacrifice your personality. You sacrifice character. You sacrifice what a man would want to be with for long term. These women that look good, they are shitty to be with because they have terrible personalities. They have terrible viewpoints. Like they don't treat men well besides having sex with men. That's it. That is practically as far as these women will go. And then you don't understand that. Then women complain about it. You complain about it because you turn yourself into a sexual object, and now men are only treating you as a sexual object. So no duh, men say that that's foolish. That's idiotic. Because when you view it as the sexual lens, that's it. That's the surface level. That's all you work for. Because you know what? It's easier to pay thousands of dollars to fix your ass than, you know what? Take the time to fix your personality. Yeah.
Mad at them for whatever they do, but I'm here to tell you, if you're walking around here with a body that's superficial, you're going to get superficial results. I promise you're going to get superficial results. Every girl, I had the girl, she got the BBL. I was there for her when she got off the plane. I nurtured her until the blood stopped coming out of her ass. I was there for her. And in the end, it looked good. But it looked good for fucking, not for keeping and creating a legacy with and trying to be with you. I'm not trying to be with you. I'm trying to fuck you and give you a couple of dollars because I know what to keep you around. If you went and got a BBL, it's because you don't have the confidence to face the world as you are. And it's okay. You're just not for a man who is really trying to make sure his legacy with a woman is something that is not trendy. I don't want you to be a trendy thing in my life. If I'm looking for somebody that is going to be the mainstay, it's probably not going to be a woman with a BBL. Because I know that's mental illness to let somebody crack your ass open, put some motherfucking Air Jordan shit up in there, and sew it back up. That is not a mentally stable woman. Maybe for BBL crazy than motherfucker. But you can fuck them all day long. I like looking at BBL when they wash up in the sink.
Last thing. You said that's the plan to get fucked, not the plan to get cuffed.
Of course. Do you disagree with that? I ain't trying to put you on the spot. But I'm just saying, a woman who walking around superficial, I don't think she can get a man who is intelligent and out here doing what he's supposed to do, living his reality, living his real shit. You're not gonna get that man. You don't get that man that's looking for something that he can get whatever he
There's not a lot of places that you can be respected in with a, I would say, I use respect. Probably should not use that word. But
take it back then.
I'll take it back. There's not a lot of places where it's accepted for you to show up voluptuous. Is it voluptuous or voluptuous?
Voluptuous.
Voluptuous. Bulging breasts, bulging buns, and just that's okay. You're talking to a man that, yeah, I can go to Magic City, but I also can go to the White House. Okay.
The White House. What you mean? What the president be?
Yeah.
What's at the White House?
You ain't never been to the White House?
No, I've seen it. I drove past it.
Okay. Well, you're talking to a person that I can go to the hood, but I also can go to a boardroom. Okay, I can go to the hole in the wall, but I also can go to the red carpet. I can go to, Turks and Caicos and, have one of those, a good time, but I also am needing somebody to go to a boardroom meeting or a foundation meeting or you see what I'm saying? There's levels to.
The homie Willie D called those women. He said they got to be ready for the show. The show is when you walking with me. You got to be ready for the show at all times. If you ain't ready for the show, I can't use you like you want to be used. A woman who's ready for the show, who can go to, this and that. Yeah. Women need to be ready for the show, especially when they out with, as the late brother said, a high value man. If you're not ready for the show, you playing yourself if you're around somebody who's of caliber. And I think they need to be taught that. You can't be at the airport with a bonnet on if you're out here with me. You just can't do it. And if I do allow it, trust me, it's a diss to you. Because if I care about you, I ain't gonna let you run the streets with me like that. You can't run the streets with me like that. You gotta be ready for the show.
That's the thing, right? What he's saying about taught that. Women are not, this is the thing, I honestly believe women are not taught about how to be around men. They aren't. They know by maybe they're single moms or whatever how to have sex with men or be a sexual object to men, but that's it. That's where the buck stops. You don't know how to sustain long-term relationships with men, especially men of a certain caliber, and that's the disconnect.
You see that picture right there? He got a picture of Muhammad Ali and Malcolm X. They ready for the show. Look at it. They just out in public. They ready for the show. If you're a woman and you want to be cuffed, chose, put up there on his pedestal, you got to be ready for the show. And I'm not saying a BBL don't mean that you're not ready for the show. But what I'm saying is, if you got a BBL, you can still be ready for the show. But when it's time to choose the queen, you probably got to go. That's all I'm saying. When you're ready to choose the queen, you going to choose the queen with the BBL? What you going to do? I'm saying, I believe I'm putting something in your mind, Cam, that you never thought of.
Oh, no, trust me.
The BBL can be the queen?
No, trust me.
You can marry a crazy bitch.
BBL don't mean you crazy.
How is it not? Do you know what a BBL is? Do you know the procedure of getting the BBL?
Understood, but it's like, since we keeping it fun, it's almost like dosage of steroids. Like you can get, or let's say coffee, right? So you could get a frappuccino. That's just a little bit of coffee. You could get latte. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to get a straight full whole cup of espresso, that's a lot of caffeine. Mm-hmm. And it's going to impact you in a type of way. Mm-hmm. I'm not opposed of body shaming. I'm not saying that, oh man, anybody who gets fake anything from liposuction to Botox, no, it's within reason. Just make it look natural. Just don't make all the eyes around you to be like, yo, did you see that motherfucker's ass? Because that happens with a natural body. That happens with, damn, she's gorgeous. Look at her titties. Geez, she got some. That can happen regardless. So I'm not sitting up here saying, yo, if you get a BBL, you're stupid. No, what I am saying is just make it make it make sense.
It's a form of mental illness, brother. If you crack your ass open and put stuff in it, you're crazy, bitch.
But do you keep the same energy with fake titties?
Fake titties. I don't like fake titties. They feel like wintertime dirt.
But do you say the same thing about any type of Botox enhancement to whatever?
Well, Botox, in my opinion.
Yo, Skull. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Miss ya.
It's not as aggressive as ass that's been dug open and
There's
stuff.
many different forms of BBL. Like you can get Botox in your hips. You can get both. Like there's certain procedures that it's not. When you say BBL, it's many different forms of enhancements. That's what I'm saying to you. And my thing is, just keep it cute, baby. I'm not sitting up here trying to go from a cup to a double D. Like that's Jesus Christ.
Cam, if a woman walked up to me and said, motherfucker, I was hustling when I did this. This is what I had to do to get it at the time. I was hustling. Do you know that opens up my mind to make me see, okay, I get it. You was hustling. You was out there lost without your leader, which is a man. You was out there. I can understand stories like that. But most women get BBLs because of vanity. It is not nothing to do with their grind. When you out here trying to make it, man, you would do some of anything, man. I used to do dirt when I was a young man trying to get some money. I grew out of it because it wasn't in me to try to always sneak the next man. It wasn't in me to do it like that. So I wasn't real good at it because I always felt like I'm doing some dirt. Vanity is dirt. It's a major sin. You know what I'm saying? If you out here getting a BBL because you want to look a certain way, you a crazy bitch. And will be treated as so in the long run by me. That's just me, though. You ain't got to worry about me, though. I'm just one man. Goddamn it. There's a whole bunch of motherfuckers who think your BBL is, oh, Barry, oh, that girl got a big old booty. She got a bill. Pick you one of them motherfuckers. They ain't shit either. If your man is with you because of how you look.
That's the thing where I agree. That's where that's something like the more I watch Cam Newton, I think he's an idiot. But I do agree with Corey. A woman that goes through surgery to change her looks in any kind of way, in my opinion, at least definitely to the extreme ways, is a woman that has some mental problems, that has some issues. I dated a woman, and I didn't even know this beforehand, that she went to liposuction. Like she was like once a 300 whatever pound woman, and now she was like super skinny. But that process between when you were big as hell to like decent size, I think she didn't do the therapy along the way, so she was very unstable, like so all over the place with her mental state. So I don't know, maybe that's part of my own experience, but just women that need to surgically change themselves are usually the women that has not emotionally, mentally stabilized themselves. So that's what I found.
That's a major red flag. If you find your queen and she looks good, that's a blessing. But your queen should be chosen not by looks, by the quality of who she is. So all these girls with BBL.
100%. What did that man say? Your queen should not be chosen purely. I think did he say purely? But shouldn't be chosen, in my opinion, purely on her looks. It should be chosen on her character, her personality, who she is, how she treats you, how she views you. That is what I believe good men should go about, how they choose their queen, based on who she is, not necessarily on what she looks like. If you're attracted to her, that's good, but she doesn't need to be an 8, a 9, a 10 to be a queen. No, her personality better be up there. Her character, her morality, her views, her sense of self, how she treats you, how she views you, that should be the main point in who you choose as your queen. 100%.
Hell yeah, I fuck them. You marry a girl with a BBL, something wrong with you. I know a lot of people who tried it. It don't never work because you marry somebody with a mental issue. They crazy.
Is this you being funny or is this really
This
how you
is
do
the real, brother.
it? Say less. Can we get into our game?
Come on, let's do it.
Anything else on DDS?
No, I'm just saying, that
Okay.
video.
Said it. You went into depth,
I'm saying he cracks jokes, right? So I'm gonna say jokes.
but when you said Adam 22, you said any good way or any bad way. Do you care to share?
It's both, if you tell the truth. It's both. I talked to Steve Harvey on the phone because I used to talk shit about him on my show. Not shit about him, it was a lot of facts. So we talked on the phone. So once I talk to you and we've made contact, I don't really want to be disrespectful to you like that. You know what I'm saying? Because Steve Harvey is a well-known comedian. So and he an OG. He older than me. So it's like you kind of just like you don't want to be rubbing it in. But I'm saying I just use the word joke, and you can say it, you can take it how you want to take it.
Last but not least, Corey Holcomb.
The sleeper.
You feel like you've been slept on?
Oh yeah, man. Slept on a lot, man. A lot of people need to hear the point of view of. It's about 20 headliners in this country who, from the underground I'm from, that's worth listening to. And everybody needs their opportunity to see these guys because these are the truth. These guys are the truth. They're the real deal from my generation, the guys who started with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm slept on. A lot of the mainstreaming services have not used me, mainly because I haven't been walked in by the people who walk you in to make it happen, because the people that walk you in to make it happen are going to want to control Corey Holcomb. And you can control me to a certain extent, but you just can't have all of me that I've worked for because I found that goat path on that movie 300. You know, that goat path to get to the back of it? I found it. I don't really need you. I don't have to be rich beyond my wildest imagination. You know what I'm saying? I got what I need. I'm from the projects. It don't take much for me to be straight. I got a fast car and I got access to a lot of girls in poverty. So I'm with it.
I want to say the thing who you just said, right? I kind of love that. A lot of people were saying that, oh, you are like my Kendra G reactions. You know, oh, why are you talking about black women? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I'm not making money off of this. I'm barely. I mean, yes, YouTube ad revenues, but that's nothing. I make $1, $2. You think, oh, why are you talking about black people? It's because you know what? I see black men suffering, but I have other content. I see Asian men suffering. I see white men suffering. Just so happens that yes, Kendra G has a show where I can react to, but it doesn't mean that I am trying to make money off of, let's say, black culture. No, I'm trying to bring to light the issues that a lot of black men are facing. And hell, I even face, because like I said, I've dated predominantly black women. And I'm not, this is the thing. I still do this. I'll still do on my channel how I do it. Not because I'm making money, because I ain't. I'm barely getting views. I'm barely getting subscribers. It's barely nothing. I'm not becoming 100K subscriber count because I'm reacting to, black women. I'm a culture vulture. No. Because one, I care about black people. I care about the black community. I care about the issues that black men are facing. I care about what's going on in the dating market. I care about what's happening for good black men, for good men in general. But it just so happens that, yes, Kendra G has a single show where I have videos to react to. But it's not because I'm trying to make money off of anybody, because I'm making nothing. I'm really, this is the thing where people understand, I'm not doing things because of money. I didn't create this channel because of money, because I know I'm not a good talker. I'm not a good public speaker. I say a lot of repetitive words. I'm not smooth. I have no care. I don't really have charisma. So I'm not the greatest talker, but I do have a point of view. I do see the struggles of good average men. So I like to voice it, plain and simple. So I'm doing this because I care for the people I'm talking about, for the good men I'm talking about. I care, not because I'm making money, because I ain't.
That's
You know, I admit just the two videos, this one and the last one, the little while ago I watched, Cam Newton. I think he's his personality. How he, I'm not really fond of it.
access to a lot of girls. Matter of fact, you know what we want to talk about? Let's talk about relationships. You're strong. You have a strong take on how you view the position in like society's worldly view of how a relationship should be. Are you pro monogamy or pro polygamous or polygamy? Is that?
I don't think monogamy exists. I think every once in a while you meet a dude and he only with his girl. Very rare. We are men. We, especially men who have means. If you're a man who has means, you have women. And if you say it ain't true, you're not being genuine. I know your girl probably watching, but if you could, just think how sweet it would be if you could talk to your girl for real. Do you know the harmony that might be able to come from that? But you didn't pick a girl you could talk to for real. You picked a girl that you're willing to act for as long as you can keep her. That's what most people are in that situation. But we men, we got money, especially men who got money. You got girls. You can't not be with them. There's too many beautiful women in the world to just lie to one girl and be like, look, I'm only with you. That's some bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. I can't be with nobody like that.
But you keep mentioning certain things. I'm curious to know this. You keep mentioning women in poverty. Why? Like, what's your?
I'm older now. I'm not as young as I used to be. So women in poverty, I can control them better. Just can't afford to say, fuck you, Corey, I'm gone. She just can't afford to do it. So I take advantage of that. Now, that might be wrong, but
Yo, I love the truth. I love the bluntness. That is so crazy.
her poverty and my needs, most of the time, it even out. I don't really need a lot of their time. And they don't tell me to fuck off because they know when I come over, their children can get some some outlet Jordan.
Outlet Gucci.
Yeah.
But this is the problem. Or I've been doing this for a long time. Like
How long?
a couple years. Right?
Kept it real.
A couple years. When you talk to women, and this is the thing that promotes sexism. This is the thing that, what is sexism? I don't know what that is. Sexism is a word stupid bitches made up. It's a real thing.
Yo, that's so crazy.
Very male dominated or very female dominated kind of things where they've it's only but so much you could do it as it's like a gender deficiency. Like how genders are viewed, like a man can only be this, a female can only be that. That's a form of sexism.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
My point is how you speak of women, right? Where you want control. Is there
I
ever
don't want control that is taken by force. I want control because I'm the one who is the leader of the pack, naturally.
so could you see yourself in a situation where a woman makes as much as you or more than you?
I like women who make money, just I can't do nothing with you other than sleep with you. If you could take care of yourself, you don't think you could talk to me. I don't like you talking to me a lot. I know you got your own money and all like that. So if you want to, we can hook up, hang out, do that for a minute. But I'm saying girls in poverty, because they have a deficiency. Poverty is a deficiency out here in America. I can fix your little deficiency if you do what I want you to do. I think it's an even exchange.
Yeah, but do you see how that comes off as?
No. How does it come off? It's this. Look, we're exchanging services.
Okay, but that's not prostitution.
It's all prostitution. What's not prostitution? The only woman who's not prostitute, not a woman that's married to their husband. Everything else you own.
But understand this: when I'm hearing reports come out about Diddy with prostitution, trafficking, Vince McMahon, right? Trafficking, sexual misconduct. These type of things and this type of behavior is ingrained in powerful men's minds that this is how it's supposed to just be. It's like, you need to need me, and I can control you for you needing me.
You don't get down like that.
What do you mean?
The stuff that the brother Diddy do. You don't move like that, do you?
No.
Do you meet bitches up at the elevator?
No.
I mean, it's just, I'm saying, there are some bad men out there. Men who
do you beat bitches in the elevator? This is the thing. I believe in this. It's not a direct quote to anything, but money's only an amplifier. In my opinion, like men like, let's say Diddy, he was a shitty man to begin with. I don't think he was a good man. There's no sign of it. He was just a shitty man that got money and power. So now he became a rich, shitty man that's powerful. This is a thing where I do not like us to idolize people we don't know. We don't know these people. They could be shitty behind closed doors. We don't know these people. Plain and simple. So these people have not shown that they live in any sense of morality. Any sense that do they have a character or are, that they have, that they're respectful, that no, these people aren't anything special. So that's the thing where if you are, like I said, if you are a shitty person before you had money, after you had money, you don't become an automatically good moral person. No, you just become a shitty person that is rich. That is why I believe one of the big pillars in becoming the best version of yourself as a man is also improving your character, improving your morality, having a sense of morality, having a sense of self-respect. And when you have a sense of self-respect, you also would respect other people. You also hold other people to a standard of respect. So you're not putting down people. You're not, treating people like they're garbage, like they're slaves, like they're whatever. No, because you have a sense of morality to you.
It's really a weakness. It's really a weakness. And they get put in front of us for the world to see. But that's just not how a lot of men move. I'm not somebody who takes advantage of people because I don't like that she did it and I made her do it like this. I come with my offerings and they accept it or they don't. I'm not tricking nobody with no type of drugs or whatever like that, or force or nothing like that. Well, it's not a lot of guys out there doing that. There are some villains in this world, and I hate that they get promoted like they do. So,
and that's the thing. That's the thing where society, especially women, have to understand. No duh. There are good men and there are bad men. That's how the world is. It's just plain and simple. As sad as it is for women, you are not living in a world where men will suddenly just disappear. Just as crazy as it is, you don't live in that kind of world. And here's the insanity too. There are good women and there are bad women. That is life. That is real world. So to have a sense where, you know what? How about touch some grass? Understand that, yes, there are good people, there are bad people. We can't lump people in together. Just because you're talking about bad people, don't talk about all other people in the same breath.
Was this a joke or was this the truth? You holding somebody's head to the window?
I would never hold a girl head to the window unless she had it coming. So are you saying, Mr. Newton, you have never had to physically discipline a woman?
Never.
Oh my!
Because I'm gonna tell you, in my situation,
you can't.
Somebody would have came out and said, Cam has physically abused me.
You got to get a sister to beat bitches up. You got to get you a girl on deck that you say, hey, this bitch gotta handle them. Because damn, do you know nice guys really finish last in this Western world?
Oh, for sure. But this is the thing that, and I don't want to be misquoted. I don't want to be banned, right? Because even though I can create and curate any question that I want to, there's still a platform that has to agree with what we're talking about here. I don't find it humorous to talk about disciplining a female or even a male where it takes physical force, right? So for me, I'm not calling it fake or whatever. Like, If my father always told me, if she makes you want to put your hands on her, that ain't the woman for you.
Well, I get that. But there's a vetting process that comes when dealing with a woman from this Western world. Sometimes you have to demonstrate. Now, if you got to demonstrate time after time after time, you are right. This is not somebody that you have the power to vet into what you need her to be. If you have to always, we don't use the word demonstrate. I think people know what I'm talking about. If you always got to demonstrate with her, then that's not your girl, man. Leave that alone. But there are women out here who understand this man treats me good. He treats the kids I came with good. He's a good brother. He does this. But when I push him, he demonstrates. So I'm not going to do that no more.
So can we please put a microscope to when you say demonstrate? What does that mean?
Discipline.
In what regard?
Physical discipline is something that is the last resort.
No.
It's the last resort. I'm just giving you my point of view.
Okay, I'm going to give you my point of view.
It's the last resort, but it might be necessary.
Corey, I like him, but I would say this: never do that. Don't do physical discipline, especially to a woman. Don't do it. To another adult, don't do that. I do agree with once you get to a point where you need to do physical discipline, she's gone. She should be gone. Here's the thing: where we live in the Western world, we ain't living in some third world country where there's no rules and regulations for that shit. Don't do physical discipline, please don't. I would say if a woman gets you to that point, kick her out of the streets. Kick her to the streets. Like, tell her to leave. Because no woman should get a man to a place where he's going to get into jail because of her. No woman is good enough. You should not be going to jail because of a woman. You shouldn't. That's plain and simple. Don't ruin your reputation. Don't ruin your life because of a woman. Don't do that.
Necessary sometimes. Because there's a lot of girls who are rebels, but they want to get saved. They don't want to lose their man. They done messed up and they done tried you. Well, you done told them, cool out now. Don't go there. Don't go there with me. They try you. They might jump in your face or do something like that. They love you and you love them. What's not love?
Like, if you jump into my face, if you don't know how to act, I will eject myself from the situation.
Wise. I agree.
So I'm saying any type of motherfucker, let me tell you, oh, you stupid, oh, you want to do it. Oh, baby. My warning to you is be careful. That careful, that's me demonstrating. Control yourself. Hold on. Hold on. What's the word that you use? You have to be ready. What's the word that you use in regards to you gotta be ready for the show.
Ready for the show.
If we at the show and you acting up,
yeah.
That's my demonstration right there. Hold on. Slow down. If you fuck this show ain't everything and everybody. Okay, cool. That's all right. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
All of them don't do it like that, Cam.
No.
Some of them.
I do. I mean, I'm hoping that it is. He's doing it more for his persona, because that is not an advice that I would give to other men. That I would never tell a man to get in the state of mind where you would physically discipline a woman. I'm sorry. Have some, like, this is the part where I think it's more it's not about the woman. It's not about the woman. It doesn't, who gives a shit? It's not about her. It's about you as a man. If you are a good, moral, sound man, no woman deserves you to go out of yourself, to be something you're not, to lose control of your emotions. No, I don't think women deserve that in a man. They don't deserve a man to lose control of himself and potentially ruin his life because now he's disciplining a woman. So, yeah, he probably is joking. Who knows?
Get in your face. And they be like, yeah. But they up on you in a way that's aggressive. Now you done put time and effort into it, and you willing to try after she pushes you to the level where you come up out your body. That's what we call it.
Okay. So this is what I believe. Everything, even emotion, is learned behavior. So if she's doing, motherfucker, let me tell you, somebody has taught her that or has allowed that. And if that is something that somebody else before me allowed, and you come into my face, I'm going to demonstrate how to eject you out of my life. I'm not going to negotiate with you. I'm not going to think that, oh, baby, we was just drunk. I'm going to simply say, it's either don't ever put me in that situation that it can be implied that Cam does some crazy stuff. Or this person implied that, oh, he beat her ass or she put his ass. Don't ever put me in that type of situation. So that's my recollection, or that's my demonstration to you. Because if you make me seem like I'm crazy, you're not the person for me.
But Cam, listen to me, bro. I get what you're saying. But there are people who hold it together for a long time, where you've invested time with them. In other words, bitch, 2 years, you've been around her 2 years, then all of a sudden she come out the bag on you. A man automatically is going to be frustrated because he's like, oh, you just kept it together a long time. But this is how you move. You get what I'm saying? Because there's some girls out there, you can't take them for granted. They are wise with how they move. The average bitch jump loud with you and can't control her emotions. That's just an average bitch right there. They funny. But I'm saying the ones who
Play the game.
they got you invested in them.
Right.
And she's even invested in you, but she has a problem with following direction or a problem with the training process that's going on. I'm never saying you bully anybody because I don't like bullies. But what I'm saying is when time, your heart, and things like that are invested in somebody and they try you where they come up out the bag on you,
No investment is worth losing everything for. No, this is the thing. As a stock, as a stock guy, my investments are stocks. I have lost money on plenty of stocks. I have. No one investment will make me want to lose everything on. No. That's the thing where be smart. Men need to be smart. Men need to be wise. If it's a losing investment, get out. I've never lost zero. I've never lost everything, right? My investment have never gone to zero. And I've had stocks that literally after I take the money out, it's gone to zero. It's like delisted. It's not on the stock market anymore. So that's the thing where, you know what? I invested money. I invested a lot of money in this shit, but hell with it. I'm taking my money out. I'm done. It's not worth it. No investment is worth you going to zero for. None. So please be wise. Wise with your decisions.
It can happen. Okay, so glad you said that because there's going to be some beautiful queens that sees this, and their response to that is, I would have never tried you if you did not trigger me first. You played in my face. You did these things that you know I was not accepting of, and therefore it spun me into a frenzy.
Who's gonna tell me she accepted anything if you with me? This is my world. You don't get to be who you want to be. If you are who you want to be, the kids won't like me. Take my direction. You don't get to tell me what the fuck you not accepting. If you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, hit the street.
Are you with her?
What do you mean?
Like, are you with her? Like, is there certain things that you're going to conform to appease your woman?
There's some things I may conform if I feel like she's worth it, like it's worth it. Having to discipline her. Because I really don't want to have to discipline you. If you really who you say you are, if you really who I thought you was, we never have to go there. We never have to go there. But I'm saying, it's like, yeah, if I'm disciplining you, I'm conforming because I'm not the one who wants.
Yo, Whiskey, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy, man.
To discipline you. You got to get it together. You got to put some effort into yourself, put some effort into being in control of your emotions. Where if I say, hey, babe, let's cool out with this because we're going too far. Because I'm the leader, you have to understand, all right, let's cool out. We'll talk about it when we calm down.
Is there ever a situation where a female leads?
Never. Never. How the female going to lead? I don't like men when I knock on your door and you're one.
100%. I honestly believe do not let a woman lead. Do not. Unless you're the 1% of the 1% where a woman's leadership will improve your life, in general, a woman will only lead you to your divorce, to your breakup, to your destruction. Do not let a woman lead your life. Do not. Be the man that can and will be the leader of your life. She is only going to be an addition to your life. Do not let a woman lead your life, please.
I'm gonna answer the door. And you in the back. Who is that, man? That's a cake ass motherfucker right there. You the man. You have to run it. If you don't run it and you let her run it, it's led by a woman, which is probably led by emotions. And this might not be easy for everybody to accept, but I'm saying.
Here's the thing, right? Zaris, please, I'm terrible with names. I agree with that. Men are required to not lose control. Crazy. Guess we are robots. Here's the thing. I agree. That is the reality of being a man. We are not allowed, and we shouldn't lose control. Now, where I stop is that the thing is that not a robot. I believe and I support men expressing themselves. Losing control, in my opinion, is a woman thing. Losing control is a woman thing, because here's the thing. Society allows women to lose control, to be crazy, to hit a man, to scream at a man, to abuse a man. Society views it as nothing because, oh, she's weaker than you. So society allows women to lose control because they view women as the weaker ones. But here's the thing where I stop to think about being a robot is that men should be smarter about their emotions, where they will not allow someone to control how they act. But the point is also that men will not conform to people saying that you cannot express yourself. If you have a point of view, if you have a feeling, if you have feelings, please express it. Please give your opinion. Please share your thoughts. Because that's the thing where I want to stop where the point where, yes, society wants to create men as robots because men are disposable. Men are disposable robots. So that's the point where we need to have the freedom to express our point of views, to express how we feel.
I'm a fair leader. I'm one who is going to do what's best for us.
Do you believe in the relationship breakdown of being 50-50?
There's no 50-50.
What is it?
I'm the man. I'm telling you.
No, that's the thing where I've never, hit a woman before, or I never hit a woman that, crossed that line in that sense. But I've crossed the line where I've gotten into an argument with a girlfriend. I got blinded. I crossed that line where I got blinded and I broke down the door. I put a hole in the wall. I did a lot of crazy ass things. But to be honest is that when I took the time to review myself, right? Take some self-reflection. That's not me. That's not what I want to be. I do not want to be an off-kiltered man. I do not want to be a man that can lose control. I do not want to be a man that is violent, is unstable, cannot control his own emotions. That's my opinion. That's how I view it. Where I want to be a man that I'm in control. I'm not going to allow someone else to dictate how I should feel or change my emotions. No. This is the thing. I love talking to my the people who watch my content to follow my stuff. This is just a live where I'm just watching something along. I love, because here's the thing where I think we don't have enough where men are just talking to other men. Men are sharing point of views respectfully sharing point of views, respectfully having a conversation. Because here's the thing, I have very little friends. So because as a man, I'm in my 40s. I do have friends, but I don't have, my friends have families, they have girlfriends, they're doing their own shit. But a lot of times, a lot of men are alone. A lot of men don't have other people to talk to. So I want to create a channel, create an environment where we can talk to other people. We can, say a whole lot of crazy shit. Like, Like Whiskey, he's saying a whole lot of crazy shit, but you are free to say it. I mean, joke around, have fun, and also say how you want to feel, say how your point of view, as long as you're not being disrespectful or maybe harassing or being, downright terrible to other people. I don't think we should lower ourselves to that kind of level, but it's great that we have conversations.
Trust me. If you can't trust me, I'm talking about if I don't show that I'm the one to be trusted, that's a whole other thing. But I'm telling you, if I'm with you and I'm pulling us in the direction we got to go, you got to understand. You got to be up under me. It ain't no 50-50. You have a place, and your place is nothing to be ashamed of. But your man is going to carry you through and do what you need so that y'all in a good place. You can't do it because somebody can rob us at fist point. If you run shit, you got to understand. It's nothing to be ashamed of that it's not your place to do that as a woman.
So, not gonna lie, there is some energy that some would say, oh, Corey Holcomb, he's a narcissist. And he's the main reason why a lot of men with power, Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, Vince McMahon, Cam Newton, anybody who has power demonizes or suppresses the women in this world that we call Western world of the United States of America.
And you know how you find out who that man is? You go and ask the women he's been around. So what is he about? What is the women you've been around? What is their testimony of you? Me and my wife was in court. I was so hurt that it wound up in court. I ain't gonna lie, my soul cried thunder that we wound up in court. But you know what happened? Eventually she came around and we worked it out. And I believe we worked it out because, well, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna try to give her some credit. We worked it out because
let's keep it fun, because like these are conversations that need to be had, because when you piece the story, they're gonna piece their story too. So I would advise you to speak the truth, nothing but the truth. Because if you I'm gonna tell you like this. Somebody's gonna say your wife is a low vibrational woman or a low functioning woman that I would have been left his ass if he would have did these things to me. He a narcissist, babe. Go on and get you somebody or go get what you deserve.
Like, see, a girl can't talk to me like that. You can't even get that to me because unfortunately, the girl who I saw on your show talking about low vibration, it's information out here about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know she don't make it out. It never lasts with her and men.
You're referring to Dr. Brown.
Yeah. I wish you would have asked her, have you ever had a relationship with a woman? I wish you would have asked her that. Because then it would make a lot of sense why it never works with her and men. Because I don't believe she put her business out there. But what I was saying with my wife real quick is there was battles that I feel like I was winning. But I still gave her grace for breaking down in the end and saying, let's work it out. Because I don't feel like people should be paying lawyers the type of money that lawyers get in these courthouses. It's not even regulated. The lawyers can take all your money. You know what I'm saying? So I give her credit for working things out with me. Because in the long run, her working things out with me is going to make it where she's still part of the circle. If it would have went down to what the judge said, I can't have her in the circle no more. If you send me to beast of all things, we can't be friends after that. But we worked it out. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, she still gets grace from me now.
So are you still married?
No, I'm not going to be married, but I'm saying it's like she was up under me a long time, so she still is part of the Corey Holcomb network, even though we're not going to be married. I can't be married. It's not all her fault. It's not all my fault, but it just didn't work.
Okay, so you're divorced?
Yeah.
On paper.
It should be coming in the mail any day.
Do you have a co-parenting relationship?
No, we got grown kids, no grown folks now. I ain't got no youngins.
So do you guys enjoy each other's company?
Hell no, but I still give her grace because I believe you only get one wife. Everybody else you married, that's just some other shit you did. I believe you get one wife. Okay, so my wife will always get grace from me because we were able to do it amongst each other. That's why she will always get grace from me. If somebody takes me to court and they have me up there part of the system, I can't fuck with you on nothing no more. I'm done. You get whatever you need, you get it from them. That's how it go with me.
So this Corey Holcomb now, a part of the network, so to speak, how many women do you deem is enough for your network?
I don't know. I mean, I'm getting older. I'm slowing down. So, you know, what happens when you get older physically? You have to slow down. You can't keep up with all of them physically. But I'm here for you if you need my guidance. I'm here for you if you're part of what I do. I'm here for you. If you need some money, I'll find something for you to do. I know you probably, I got to tell you something, Cam. You said you got a kid?
Yes, sir.
Listen, bro. You don't make broken homes. Women make broken homes. When you have a child by a man, I think it is your duty to make sure your child knows his father, is around his father, and finds a way. As a woman, you need to find a way to make peace with the father of your children. Because if you have peace with the father of your children, it'll never be a broken home. The man can gather his children and grow his kingdom. And if you still want to play sometime, you can be part of the kingdom in the back somewhere. But I'm just saying, ain't no such thing as a man creating a broken home. Now, if I got pregnant and I didn't let the kid see their mama, I would be creating broken homes. Men are not capable of creating broken homes.
Oh shit! I like that. I like what you said. This is a thing where I'm in the camp that at the end of the day, women control that shit. I do think that if women don't want to create broken homes, one, choose the right man. Two, let your do not withhold the child from the father. That's the thing where I definitely agree with that. I like that. I really do like that. It looks like they are having I'm not crazy about their fashion sense, but looks like they are going crazy.
If you lay down with that man, you have basically given him power. Only one got more power than the man whose child you have is God. You gave him ultimate power over you if you carry this seed in head. So if you break the home, that's on you. Trust me. That's the truth right there.
So with this network, right? Is it okay for the multiple women that you have in your network to also venture off to see other men?
Hell no. You see?
Yo, Parasocial. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Explosion at the yarn factory. Okay, bro.
The other men, I ain't mad at you, but you get played like the girls who got other roosters in the hen house. I can't never tell you what to do. I'm saying as far as it goes.
Whiskey. I love that you are a stock investor. It's amazing. My opinion is that I think all men, especially good men, need to invest. They definitely do. Yeah, GE is doing pretty good. They're doing pretty well. I love it.
But that, if you mess with other guys, you part of that category. I still got a spot for you. I always can find a spot for you. But you can't be in that upper echelon. You know what I mean?
Let's talk about that.
Never come to the house.
Okay, how do you rank? What's the hierarchy?
Yo, Parasocial, that's amazing. I wish I bought NVIDIA. I wish I bought NVIDIA years ago. I wish I did. My big investments right now: Palantir, PayPal, SoFi, Meta, Shopify, Robinhood. You know, I'm doing well. I'm doing well, and I love those companies. So, but I wish I got GE and NVIDIA when they were in the low double digits, even in the single digits. That would be amazing.
In your relationship with women?
Talent and loyalty.
Okay, talent, explain like what?
Talent, like what they bring. Everybody don't bring the same thing, man. Okay. I got a girl, she's short and stubby, but her throat game is impeccable. If her throat game wasn't like that, she would not be in the top 5. But she's in the top 5 strictly because her throat game can last the whole football game. So I'm just saying, ain't nothing like watching the SEC with throat action going on. Sometimes I know that's sexual sexually explicit, but I'm just saying, this is why she's in the top 5.
Okay, so is all talent sexual talent?
No, hell no.
Okay, can you give us another example outside of throat game?
Okay, a girl who has control of her emotions. That's the one that's on top. The one who's not all the time. That's the one on top. The one you can have a conversation with. The one you can actually hang with. Because there's not a lot of women out here you can hang with. Most of the time when you have sex with a woman, you're ready to get the hell away from her. And nobody tells you that. I'm talking to you as a sister, a daughter, a auntie, a mother. After men have sex with you, most of the time they're ready to shake you. But every once in a while, there's a girl whose mental capacity is that of such you can actually be around and actually have a friendship, which is a rare word for me. Friends, I don't have a lot of friends. But a friendship with a woman, that's very rare. Most of the time they lying to you. They're not your friend. They really can't stand you. It's just they want to hit that monkey. They want to have sex with you. But friendship and all that, no. When you talk, their insides are like, shut the fuck up. But every once in a while, you meet a girl you can have a conversation with, you can reason with, you can talk for real.
So she's at the tip of the spear.
Nothing better than that.
Okay.
100%. I agree 100%. Now, I'm not saying that you should have a whole bunch of women. That's up to you. But a woman that I will marry, the woman that I will I could spend the rest of my life with, is a woman that could be my best friend. Yo, yo, bro. Thank you for stopping by. Missed ya, man.
Sexual still, or is that just the counsel?
Yo, it's insane. I mean, like, maybe it's because maybe it's because I'm doing this and people want to check it out, but it is insane. I don't usually get this many people watching at the same time. I don't know. You guys are amazing. Thank you for checking out the live. You guys are amazing. Thank you. It's amazing. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Not everyone is marrying, but for me, I still want to have kids. I want to have more kids. So if I want to have kids, I want to stick with. It should be under marriage, in my opinion. I want to give her that security if she's going to give me children. But that's my own point of view.
Or she's the dean. Is there any type of relationship there?
Of course, that's what I'm saying. It's like when you find a woman that is really your friend. When you find a woman that's really your friend, it's almost like hitting the lottery. You don't find a lot of women that's your friend, man. It's just you find women that you're attracted to and you want to be with because of that.
Dirty folks, I love it. I'm thankful. I'm thankful that YouTube is pushing my content and that you guys were willing to watch it. You guys are amazing.
But that person who is on the road trip with you because you want her there, it's rare.
So that person that is a friend is not a person with a BBL?
I've never met one. Okay. I'm just saying, I've never met one. Most of the girls with the BBL crazy than a motherfucker. Okay. So the girl I was fucking with a BBL took a 15-year-old girl to go get an abortion. Stop. I'm just keeping it real. On St. Louis, bitch. I'm just keeping it real. She's a dirtbag bitch.
And how we're having this conversation, I owe a service to not necessarily disagreeing or agreeing. I owe a service to the viewers who will ask these questions of, what does that say about you by the woman you select?
Right. Well, the girl who had the BBL, I used to be around her, but I never let her in my house. I never brought her home because I always felt the demonic spirit in her. I always knew she was a dirtbag. But the BBL saved her life. When she got a BBL, she got a husband. And she's fucking with me for the most part. So I can't say BBLs don't help people, but she got a BBL, she wound up getting a husband. Even though she needed to get her arms stapled too. She had the arms, the lunchroom lady arms, but the BBL was enough for dude.
They're still married?
Oh, if that's me, you ain't ego tripping, so it's cool. I'm humble. I am thankful. If that's me, if that's what's me, I'm thankful for all you guys that show your support to me. All you guys watching my content, liking it, subscribing, commenting, even giving me your time of day. I'm thankful for it because I'm a nobody. I'm not smooth with my words. I'm not good with my words. So for you guys to even care to watch my shit, thank you. You guys are amazing.
No, they ain't married no. So very insightful. I want to take this conversation to really just celebrities in this. Is it a realistic expectation for a man of power to have one woman?
I don't think it happens that often. Like I would say, it's very rare. Out of 100 men with power, you might find 2 that only have one woman.
And when you say 2 with one woman, what's the time frame of you being with one woman? You talking about a lifetime? You talking about 10 months? You talking about 10 years? You talking about the tenure of their whole relationship?
You know what I'm saying, Cam? Every once in a while, you find a dude, he only is with his woman. It's very rare, but every once in a while, you be like, wow, that dude, he only fucks with his wife.
But now, this is where, since we're having this conversation, is there ever a time that you came around a person and you be like, yo, like that dude, I ain't got to worry about him. I know that he promotes what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, being with one woman, you know that's him. You know what I'm saying? There's some people who promote, I'm married, but behind the scenes, it's like,
of course. I got homies, man, they are preachers. And I just laugh at them. They hold this Christianity in there, but they not living their life. I'm not saying they're bad people, because I got friends they're good people, but it's all a joke. It's really a joke. You ain't living that life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too hard to live that life. It takes a lot of discipline to live that life that you're talking about Christianity-wise. You know what I'm saying?
Now, there are celebrities who have accepted the poly and non-monogamous relationships. Some we know, Will Smith and Jada, they've been open about they have an open relationship.
But Will like guys. Will like guys.
How do you know?
I live in LA. Does that make sense to you?
No.
I live in Los Angeles. There's a lot of opportunities I don't get because the guys don't want me to see them with their boyfriends. And I've suffered from that. It's like everybody know anyway. Everybody know anyway. So I'm saying, like, do you think me saying Will like guys?
You know, that's insane. I was like a couple days ago, I was thinking about, and you know, Whiskey was joking about it, is that you see a lot of men, especially in entertainment, they're really gay. I was like, why are, I mean, maybe this is weird. Maybe the population of gay men are bigger than I thought. But back in my day, when I was younger, you barely see any talk about gay men. Yet nowadays, it's like I'm practically 90%, 80% of men in the entertainment industry are gay. You see so many gay men on social media and stuff like. It's like, wow, is there that many gay men in this world? I'm like, wow, I'm flabbergasted.
That's because I said it, and I can't take it back. Yeah, because I believe it. I know it for the most.
Well, dirty folks, I'm thankful that you are watching one live. Thank you. Thank you for even checking out my videos. I don't expect or push anyone to follow or check out my stuff. I'm just humbled that you even spend a little bit of time watching my videos. Thank you. Anybody who even checks out my videos for a little bit, just thank you for even trying.
For the most part. By me saying that, I hope it doesn't strike a nerve in anybody, but I'm saying I live in LA, and there's a lifestyle that is kept quiet.
A secret society.
Yeah, and it's like people like me suffer from this lifestyle because of the shame that some guys have of how they like to move. And I don't think that however you move is something you should hold against me. I think it's unfair.
There could be a sense of defamation of character because I haven't really known Will Smith to be a person that is homosexual.
Hey, brother, all I'm saying is this, man. I live in Los Angeles. The one brother, he mad at me because I made jokes about it. Shannon Sharp. He's mad at me because I make jokes about the guy he was at the game with. Like there was a brother at the he goes to the Lakers game with this guy. He goes on playing with this guy, and I made jokes about it, and I saw that it made him mad. So I really try to cool off making jokes about it because I really don't want to make my brother mad. He was one of the best. I was a fan of his. Well, I can't say I'm not a fan of his still. I root for him. I don't want you to feel like I'm some tyrant of jokes. But when we see you at the game with the little moist brother, I mean, like, I feel like you have a problem, like you're ashamed of your lifestyle. And you act like people are mean for making jokes about it.
But that's where I asked you before. I'm like, yo, does your jokes come with a barricade? Because you could say this person is gay or moist or sassy or this, that, and the third, and people on this platform will take that and run it. Out of this 2 hours that we've been talking, people are going to harbor on the Will Smith, the Shannon Sharp type of deal. And that's just the reality that we live in, just to cause friction and also to play into the propaganda of
well listen, Cam, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to say this to brothers.
Mhm.
Whatever you do out here in this cold world, I don't hate you. I love my brothers, no matter how they move. Now, there are things that I don't agree with, but I'm not one who I will go out my way to try to mend things with my brother. Like a Shannon Sharp, who I feel like he got something out, he don't like me. I would like to say out loud, brother Shannon, I root for you. I got love for you, man. You're a black man, and that is enough for me to extend my best intentions towards you. And if we ever talked, I would never take that talk for granted and act like, oh, fuck that motherfucker, he ain't shit. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say I love my brothers.
But it's kind of hard because I put myself in this type of situation. Not trying to choose sides, but I'm saying, how can you get mad at a person that will avoid you for the damage that's already been done with your takes or your jokes? And it's like, yo, you said that without any truth to that. You just said, okay, how it may look. Yeah, but that don't mean it's true. If we're talking about the industry as a whole, it's a free world. We're talking about America here. So we can't hire or not hire because of how a person looks or how a person likes or how a person whatever. So for him, is he a victim of truth or is he a victim of what Joker will get off?
I think he's a victim because he won't stand on who he is. I meant what I just said right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes him a victim. But see, when you stand on who you are, it don't matter what somebody say about you. I don't care what somebody say about me. I get talked about all the time. And I'll be like, wow, that person said that about me. But it doesn't make me, it doesn't take away from what I'm doing because I believe in what I'm doing because I believe I lead with the truth.
But do you understand?
Now, when I said what I said about Will Smith, I'm glad you brought that up. I said what I said about Will Smith, not because I'm trying to be evil. It's because I live in Los Angeles and there are some brothers who move differently who would love the opportunity to speak their truth. Now, I don't give that opportunity because it's not fair. But I'm saying, like,
let me say this, right? I don't care what you wear. All I care about is how you act. I care about your actions, not how you dress. So pink, all these things, it's whatever. That it doesn't mean anything. It's just your character. It's your actions. That's what's more important.
I'm really out here, man. I know what it is. When you try to hide who you are, you basically make the wound deeper. You can't hide who you are, man. We do strange things in this world. I had a girl, I kissed her asshole. I put it out there. Now, bitch, I don't care if you tell nobody. I did some strange things out here. You know what I'm saying? And I stand on it. When I get caught up, I stand on it because I know I don't want to have to try to hide all that. I want it to be out there just so you can get it over with. Talk shit about me. I'm going to laugh with you.
But this is what I want you to understand. How crazy it may sound, but it's accepted. If you say, I kissed the girl's asshole, nasty, but someone say, okay, he ain't doing nothing but eating the groceries. If somebody says, a dude said you kissed his asshole, it's kind of hard to kind of come back from that, especially if it's not true.
We're taking in a physical confrontation.
So how can you, that's what I'm saying. I'm not defending anybody. I'm just saying it's a different plan of action when somebody thinks, oh, he a little sassy. You can say it, it may hit as a joke, but it's not the reality. But if you say, yo, like, we all seen it. with Shannon. It's like, ooh, Michelle, like cool, good. But if somebody were to say, yo, bro, it really wasn't a Michelle, it was really like Michael. And you then have to go into, hold up. That's really not what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's calling you gay. Nobody's calling you homosexual.
Let's just cut the bullshit. When Shannon got up that motherfucking SUV in them stretch pants, he go, it's wide. Hey, stop. We saw all we need to see. It's moisture in that right there. Come on, little bro, we gonna act like this ain't what it is. I think the people who want you to believe is not what you see are the problem.
No, see this, and this is where I'm not trying to get like, oh no, bro, that's OG. I'm not saying that, but all I'm saying to you is you better be 100% sure if you're going to make a revelation of something that nobody else knew before you're saying it. And that's where media has been for so long. It's like, I created Funky Friday because this is a platform that's built off truth and stand on business. Keep it funky, as we say in the streets. Like, bro, keep that shit a buck, nigga. But if it's not the buck, you can't just say that because that's slang. You're talking to a person.
I paid for it. I lost the best barber I ever had because I made jokes about the Backdooria life. I call it Backdooria, like Backdooria. That's what we call it. I made jokes about the Backdooria life. I lost the best barber I ever had because I believe I offended him by saying stuff about Backdooria life. I've paid for saying the things I say, but I stand up.
Guys, let's keep the whole. I think the chat's like it's talking too much about the whole gay thing. It's glancerary. It's very glancerary. I mean, me personally, I don't know that community that well, or even at all. So let's not continue with that. Let's not. I rather not. Let's not do that. Okay, guys.
The joke I made about sitting in that SUV. Listen, I would never disrespect my brother, not because he fit big in his face, but how? What did I say this disrespect?
Because in our culture, bro, you can say anything.
This is very impressive. I'm so glad you said. What did I say disrespectful about Shannon Sharp?
Listen, I'm merely saying it could be Shannon Sharp, it could be anybody. Everything that you're saying, cool. Where you looked a little coming out of that car, but it becomes offensive as a black man when you start saying, okay, you gay. And you're not. We don't play like that. You see what I'm saying? Like if somebody were to say, if somebody who had a platform to say, man, Corey gay, I seen this nigga with some pink on coming out of Cam restaurant in Atlanta.
I'll be laughing because, but now if somebody walking up in my face, hey man, you know what I'm saying? You gay, man, and all like that. I'll be like, man, what's wrong with you, brother? Why are you saying that to me? Yeah, I feel like you're trying to start some mess with me. And it can go bad because I don't care how many steps you walk in the light, the demon right there.
But somebody says, yo, I know somebody for sure. I'm in LA. I know where Corey Holcomb stay. Like shit. And the motherfucker told me personally that him and Corey was.
First of all, man, sister brothers are gay, and I got mad respect for them.
Okay.
How they conduct themselves. They men. They got their fetish for men, but they conduct themselves like men. I'm not no man who hate nobody. I don't hate nothing.
Yes, sir.
But I'm saying, it's like, I don't like the fact that people are ashamed of how they move, where they act like you did something wrong by simply speaking on it. The man got out the truck,
and that's all I'm saying. You can speak on it, but just make sure that it's the truth, not speculation.
He was switching when he got out the truck.
Okay, now moving right along.
Let's stretch bands up.
Moving right along. I'm gonna say two names, and you tell me the difference between these two individuals. Since we're keeping it above, Sean Diddy Combs, Hugh Hefner. What's the difference here?
One black, one white. They're not gonna let you leave with the money. They used you. They allowed you. That's what Sean Diddy Combs needs to know. They allowed you to take advantage of the people in the community, but you don't run nothing. Hugh Hefner is really part of the community. You were a pawn. Now you got video on a lot of people, and they seized it because you don't own nothing. Because the feds got you. I don't know if everybody know that. When the feds got you, don't own nothing. Ain't nothing yours no more. They taking all that. So they used you as a pawn, my brother, to involve, to do all this other stuff to mainly your own people. That's the difference between you and Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner, he wasn't finna go to jail for none of that stuff. None of that stuff he did. But you going down. They're not gonna let you leave with the money. They don't never let us leave with the money. If we got access to rights to people music and all that, you're in danger, especially in the music industry.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not up with the whole what is it? The whole P. Diddy stuff. I try to stay away from all the celebrity shit. I don't really care about it that much.
For that, because it's things that you say and people you around that you can't act like, oh, I ain't with that. I just had them people around. No. You part of that. That's why you promoting it. Even though, like, I know me and you, we don't see eye to eye on certain situations, but you had me on your show. Yeah.
But that's not, don't say that. No,
I'm just saying you had me on my show. It's a reason you had me.
I can agree. We can, at the worst, we can agree to disagree. That doesn't mean that I ain't. You see what I'm saying?
You had me on your show,
correct? Yes, sir.
Because of some magnetic attraction we have toward what each other do. As soon as they said Cam, I was like, Cam, hell yeah. Because I don't really go to everybody's show. Yes, sir. But I was like, what the fuck? So yeah, I'm saying, but you have to be responsible for having me on your show, because having me on your show comes with controversy. Because you see how I talk and you see how I think. You get what I'm saying?
But I'm saying also too, to that point, there is some things that comes from what you promote too. And those promotions may be right up under your nose with your daughter, with your son, with the people who've seen. Let's look at what could come from Diddy and his children. They're kids now, young adults. You don't know that this can spur into whatever. Or it could be something great that they use and say, I don't want to be this. I seen what my father went through. I don't want that to be my situation.
That's what happened.
For sure. But I'm saying, as we have our influence and we promote certain things, even a lifestyle. Oh, that's some boss ass shit. Cam got a lot of hoes. Oh man, that's some boss ass shit. Cam is, throwing these boss ass parties. Oh man, that's some boss ass shit that, what I'm saying, Cam always speaking, what I'm saying, that real shit. But understand, Cam got kids. And those kids are also seeing what you are promoting. So they see, okay, I see what my dad is talking about. So I feel if I don't have an ass, I'm gonna go get a BBL. If I'm not pretty enough, I'm gonna go get a facelift. If I'm not hard enough, then I feel like I gotta go kill somebody for me to be stamped into this world of tough guys. You see what I'm saying? So for everybody who promotes a lifestyle and then retracts that lifestyle when it comes to their children being impacted, that's why I'm like, bro, you can't do that.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%.
So that's it. That's my thing.
That's why I don't talk about certain things that I can't stand on. Like most of the stuff I say, I can stand on it. I mean, I made a couple of mistakes, but as I'm getting older, I'm getting smarter. The stuff I say, I'm gonna stand on it. But as we talk a lot, we make mistakes. Yes, sir. When you talk a lot, you're gonna put your foot in your mouth sometimes. For sure. So you have to have the courage and manhood, manpower to say, you know what? I can't stand on that. I said it, but I can't stand on that. Woo, woo, woo. You get what I'm saying? But also, you said some boss ass shit. It's some boss ass shit that Cam Newton, who's retired from football, now has an outlet for different things to be said. Sure. And people are watching because of the magnetic attraction you have. Right? You get what I'm saying? That's what I think you should lead with.
No, I think what's important is a lot of people don't use their situation to inspire, impact, or just give perspective. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it does create friction. Personal friction. And I'm not going to sit up here and act like, yo, what Dr. Bryant said and didn't affect my relationship with my baby mother, number one, baby mother, number two, or even with my situation that I'm with now. But what is to come from that is, I don't want my platform to be fake. That's
why would you call her a doctor, brother? I'm not saying your platform is fake. I'm just saying, when somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's her colleagues? Where's she a doctor at? Because I've done the research.
And it was what?
I don't see doctor nowhere. If somebody is a doctor, they will be proud to show you, I'm a doctor. She can't do it. She just says it. This is a fantasy that woman is living. I mean, like, you don't see everybody to see you, Sister Bryant. We know it's a girl you call your bodyguard, but we know it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in the streets. So I can't say what this girl is that you call in your little security sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? There's people who know y'all and they talk. So, and all this doctor stuff, I mean, come on. Where is the proof that you're a doctor? Can you just do that online? Instead of all of the glamour videos with all the makeup on and everything, show us you're a doctor and how you became a doctor and how you practice being a doctor. You're just doing internet talk like everybody else, except you wanted to put doctor on your name. Prove to me you're a doctor so I can eat crow and apologize. But don't come with that little nonsense online shit. That ain't gonna work on me. I know. And all that low vibrational women stuff. You used to work at the strip club, right? I would ask her that. She's talking about low vibrational women. And even if that was a time when she's not doing that now, she talked about the things that she's done to men and how she kicks up dust with men on purpose that so-called love her. And I never saw the end of y'all video until my girl showed me this. When you hit her with that 50 Cent shit and she was stuck, it was classic, but that's not promoted because she praised 50 Cent because there's opportunity maybe there for her. Now, this ain't no diss to 50 Cent. 50 Cent, you know, he walked up to her and like, as she said, he was like, you're amazing or whatever. We know how the game go, but she wouldn't say nothing bad about 50 Cent because that opportunity might not be gone yet. But when the opportunity with 50 is gone, she'll be calling them low vibrational and all that. Because I don't think she really like men. I think she like women because I've seen some evidence of that. Now, this is what I said I think. But women who run through men that she's with and she say she like, have you heard some of the stuff she said she did to the men that she was in relationships with? Yeah, I knew you didn't know that. I've watched that lady since I was on the show with her a long time ago. I was on the show with her with one of my homeboys. So,
that's why I did a little bit of research with the whole Dr. Bryant thing that Kim had a while ago. She's very sus. I did not like a lot of things she said. And that's the thing. Crazy, my own personal opinion. I rarely listen to women. In my opinion, a lot of times women don't make sense. They really go about things purely on feelings, less on logic. And then when your talking points are all based on your feelings, it just really don't make sense. It's not coherent. It could be very dissected. It can be proven wrong a lot of times. So the whole Dr. Bryant thing was idiotic.
But Williams, he had a show. And that lady, if her real story came out, she would be a farce, I believe. I don't think she's a doctor, and I'm putting it out there. I don't think she's a doctor. If I am, show me where you got your doctorate, and I would love to talk to some of your colleagues.
But I think that's not necessarily in that case how you feel, because I think that's just her direction that she wants to go. I do call Cap.
That's why I saying she's a doctor.
That's a stage name. Well, even if she's not, she's made some great points. She's made some points that I would say in this world of content, she has provoked thought.
Give me a great thought, she said.
Well, low vibrational. Whether it's true, if it's true or not, broken homes, whether it's true or not, this is something going back to influence. She has been influential in creating a narrative about high functioning men, low vibrational action. And that right there may not be true in my world or your world. And I don't get to dictate that. Unfair and unjust, yes. But when that clip goes, nobody's going to watch the 2 hours and even peep the 50 Cent situation. They're going to see it on Spiritual Word. They're going to see it on Shade Room. They're going to see it on this platform, that platform, and everybody going to creator hack, as they will call it in YouTube world. And then they're going to speak on Dr. Bryant calls out Cam Newton and Nick Cannon.
But bullshit.
But that, you don't get the right to say that, because in all cases, we've seen when you say the truth, oh, that nigga ain't number bitter. Oh, that nigga hate. And the truth of the matter is this: when I go back home, because it was me that was used in that, I'm still in the same situation. If anything, it has brought my situation closer because we're able to talk about that.
But you hit upside the head with the 50 Cent thing. He was like, is he this? And she would not exhaust that resource because she still wants to see what she can work out of it.
I didn't know. So when I asked her that question, I didn't know. I was just reaching for any person that I'm saying to myself, okay, cool. Well, every person.
I do think Cam is bugging. I do think he's bugging because here's the thing. Yes, she I don't know, became viral or saying things that women agrees with. So what? Great. She said things that women agree with. Are you surprised that women put down a man or say shit about a man that women agree with? No, duh. But honestly, her views were, in my opinion, kind of idiotic. And it really didn't make sense with the caliber of man you're talking about. Again, when she's talking about like the broken home things, it was idiotic because here's the thing. These women have freedom of choice. They chose this man. This man is honestly a wealthy man. Plenty of women will gladly make broken homes with this man. It's like, but she attacked him in a way that other women, average women that don't really have access to men of this caliber would definitely agree with. Okay, great. You cater to women's emotions. Amazing.
That has had a child and that is not with that person has created a broken home. So I'm like, yo, a person who I'm like, yo,
She ain't got no kid.
Wait,
let me tell you why you ain't got no kid. Because you can't make a kid with the person you with, can you? Don't be mad at me if I'm telling the truth now. I ain't saying it's a fact, but I'm saying.
But you can't say that though.
People who know you, put your business out there, ma'am. So most people don't know. The average civilian don't know. But people who know you know who that girl is who you call your security. Yeah. I'm just putting it out there. With pleasure.
Can we move on or you want to still stay here?
Yeah, let's go somewhere else.
So, in your opinion, last thing on this, well, I'm like, this is my truth to this, and this is my last take on Dr. Bryant. I think she came here and she used the platform for what it was intended for her to do. So much so, I don't even think prior to her coming on this platform, she had 1 million followers on Instagram. That's a snap of fact.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why she came here is because, I really want to have thought-provoking conversations.
Mm-hmm.
And in some of those conversations, I don't get to choose where I'm just always talking and saying like, yo, bro, well, I don't think what you're doing is right. Some of that is, yeah, bro, what you're doing is wrong. So I took the risk and said, when I sent over, the truth is this, when I sent over her name to Talent at Iconic Saga, everybody's like, who?
Right. You blew her up.
I'm not saying that.
No, it's a fact.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I blew her up. What I am saying is she's definitely maximized.
He helped her. He definitely helped her, give her more of a name.
Not from the Nick Cannon, because not a lot of people seen that. But when you came on my platform and you spoke how you spoke, whether I believed in it or not, or whether you believed in it wholeheartedly or not, it has elevated you in this realm of go sis, let's impact, keep these, in check. And all I'm saying is, okay, she's from Cam Newton's Funky Friday. She's went on to be Simone. She's went on to other situations. I'm not mad at that.
B. Simone, ain't that the girl who stole the book?
Who?
B. Simone.
She stole the book.
She stole the book.
Mm.
Do you know about that?
Empowerment.
She stole the book. She claimed the book that wasn't hers. That somebody else wrote it. You really don't know about that?
I have straight face right here. I don't know.
It ain't hard to find.
So yes, and I will. But in this particular situation, I'm like, I've done my job, and you've done your job to impact and elevate. So when I had mentioned, this is what I'm saying, when I had mentioned the Curtis Jackson of 50 Cent, at the time she Euroed out of it, I didn't know she was potentially trying to work with.
Look, we saw it, brother. There are people who ain't looking with that average eye. There are people who watching every word come out of your mouth, my mouth. I saw her squirm when you put the question on her about who 50 Cent was. She came at you like she came at you, but she wouldn't dare say that about 50 Cent because she hasn't exhausted that resource yet. That's the only reason she wouldn't say nothing about it. She went as far as to say, if he was on your show, then I would talk to him. Yeah, right? You're not going to exhaust the resource until you squeeze it out. After you get through squeezing it out, then you would talk crazy about him or anybody else. I saw it. Well, I'll tell you, I hadn't seen the whole episode, but because it became something to talk about, I sat and watched it. I was like, okay. Then at the end, when you got her, because you reversed it, you asked her, was 50 Cent like that? She would not say a disparaging word about the brother because she a hustler, Dr. Alleged Bryant. She a hustler, dog. I'm just saying, man, if people get mad at me, it happens. But in the long run, when people study what you say, they're going to be like, oh, they was right there. It's just trendy. For the trendy people, you ain't right. What's the sister name who went on tour and had to cancel the tour? One of the wretched female rappers. Damn, I can't think of her name. What is it? Sexy Red. Let me tell you something. On the internet, it's easy to press like. On the internet, it's easy to do things to blow up. But in the real world, are people finna waste their time and resources to come see what you're talking about? No, they're not. You're an internet star. And ain't nothing wrong with being an internet star. You might turn it into some money. But I'm talking about for the long run, to not be a trend. You have to be something of substance. If people will be like, oh, so-and-so coming to town. You know what? I'm going to take my heart.
Exactly. I do agree. They will, people will manipulate however they want to get where they want to be.
$1 and I'm gonna go see that because it's probably worth something. You can't be worth nothing perpetrating who you are because you're a perpetrator.
So to wrap this up, in this particular phase, I'm like, I don't judge other people's platforms, but what I do see at other people's platforms, they're not being held accountable or they're not holding people accountable for that. And I'm not afraid to use my personal experiences to talk about it. And I know what comes with that. But at the same time, if I'm locked in with my situation or situations, right? And what I mean by situations, the other mother of my children, I have to put people on game. That's why I create. Let's keep it funky. We should be able to talk about religion. We should be able to talk about politics. We should be able to talk about relationships. We should be able to talk about the LGBTQT community and doing it with respect, not demonizing or suppressing or saying these type of things. We should be able to talk about the gay community and give them the respect that they deserve. What I am saying is, for me, I created something with a lot of help and support that allows me to bring light to any situation. And it's hard to cancel what it is. Question: why do you support Trump over Kamala?
Well, I think you should know. I don't vote. I don't participate in shit like that. I feel like it sucks shit. But I have a problem with Kamala and her history toward brothers and sisters. She really don't fuck with us. She don't fuck with us, except for when she go on her little campaign speeches and she put up.
I didn't know he supported Trump. But let's hear. Let's ask.
On her sister girl type of thing. She was a prosecutor up there in California, and she is responsible for a lot of brothers being lost in the system. And on top of that, I'm just keeping it real. And it's gonna scare some people. Ain't nothing black around her. Her family that she goes home to don't look nothing like her. Her real last name, she won't use it during this campaign because it would throw off a whole bunch of voters that are of color and all like that. She won't use her last name that she's married into or whatever. It's hard for me to support any fake shit. Somebody said, Corey, she's doing that so she can get her hustle on. You get what I'm saying? But I'm like, it's hard for me to support fake shit. I made mistakes in supporting fake shit, but I always feel bad doing it.
So you think Trump ain't fake?
Yeah, I'm not somebody who's saying go out and vote for Trump, but if somebody forced me to speak up for somebody, I'll speak more for the bigot to show you who he is than the girl who a bigot and don't want nobody to know it. She a bigot. She don't like her. She don't even claim black, I heard. They're like, what do you do with somebody like that? That's an insane woman. I'm just saying, man, I don't expect my opinion to be a popular opinion, but it's an opinion I have toward the woman. I don't like when she up there acting like, I'm fighting for you. Shut up, bitch. Go home to Mr. Imhoff. I think that's a last name. Imhoff. Kamala Imhoff. How fucking stupid do that sound?
But this
Kamala Imhoff.
It's so much that, but it's my like accountability.
I do agree. I do agree that she never cared. I mean, what I've heard about her history has not been a good history towards black people. Whether she's black or not, you know, whatever. But she has not been a good, you know, good. She's not been good to black people. And to now trying to, you know, claim the black race. I have a video, and I'm going to be putting some up, where honestly, the Democrat side, left side, where they put down black men, they talk down to black men and say shit about black men because they're not voting for Kamala is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is idiotic in my opinion. Because how are you going to talk down to a group of voters, you know, disrespect them, and, you know, insult them into voting for you is ridiculous. Absolutely idiotic. But I think that's it. It's, you know, I think that's where we'll head off. I love this. It's been an amazing night. I'm thank you guys for all the support. Thank you guys for watching the live. 39 people is amazing. You may think that that's like nothing, but to me, I'm a small time creator. Having over 30 people watching my shit live it's blowing my mind. So you guys are amazing. Please check out Wednesday's live. I have lives Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I'm gonna have a decent video that I'm gonna be reacting to, watching. Thank you, Terrence. You're amazing. Thank you. Yes, I'm gonna be watching things on Wednesday. If you guys can check out my other lives, that's amazing. If you can't, still, thank you for the support. You guys are amazing. Terrence, Whiskey, Just, you're amazing. Rachel, thank you for stopping by. Dirty Folks, let's see. Parasocial, if you're still here, you guys are amazing. You guys are Harris, thank you for stopping by. Soul Control, thank you. You guys, even if you guys would waste the few minutes of your time to watch my show, watch my live stream, I'm much appreciated. It's just a weird night. It's a weird night. I don't know. The YouTube algorithm has showed a whole bunch of different people. I know that, you know, these are not the regulars that you see usually on my lives, but still, thank you guys for stopping by. You guys are amazing. So yeah, thank you guys. If you guys could check me on the next live, but yeah, I hope you guys have a good night. Whiskey, you're crazy. You are crazy. With your messages, you're insane. But yes, you guys are amazing. Yeah, folks. Yeah, dirty folks. If we ever get a chance, let's connect. But yes, There, guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys again. You're amazing. Yes, buy stocks, buy and hold. I love it. But yeah, there, guys.